doesn't know. No, he doesn't know.
Cannibal Holocaust.
The film opens with Professor Harold Monroe and his team of explorers on a rescue mission into the heart of the Amazon rainforest to attempt to save a documentary crew that they believe has been taken by the rainforest's indigenous cannibals. The film is split into two halves. The first half we follow the team searching for the lost crew. The second half mainly consists of found footage depicting the film crew's horrific demise. For me, some of the most interesting parts of the film are in the beginning, watching how Harold and his team communicate with the cannibals. How they gained their trust felt very real and was extremely compelling. Their interactions with each other felt completely genuine and were fascinating to watch. The tension rises to a boiling point when our lead characters are invited to dinner. Robert Kerman, who played Harold Monroe, his acting was at its best in this scene, I feel. As he makes the choice to join them in eating human flesh, not a word is said. The fear of what would occur if he didn't is displayed through the horrified expression on his face that skillfully ebbs into a calm acceptance of what he has to do in order to survive. This film more or less pioneered the found footage subgenre with its highly realistic documentary style and is widely accepted as being one of the most shocking and disturbing films ever created, resulting in its ban only being lifted in the UK in 2001. One of the key elements for me in this film is the music. Its score, composed by Riz Ortolini, is both extremely haunting and at times completely in contrast with the rest of the tone of the film, especially in the title sequence where the music is extremely light and almost like a ballad of sorts, which leaves us going into the film completely off guard and unprepared for what we're about to see. In the found footage segment of the film is where the real violence comes in. I think it was an interesting choice in the writing that the film crew were completely unsympathetic characters. A lot of the violence and shocking imagery at first comes from their interaction with the natural world around them. The way in which they kill the animals that they're about to eat is both vicious and cruel. The worst thing about this film is that the animal cruelty is actually real. The way that they interact with the natives is appalling and sadly very believable. By the end of the film, you really feel they have it coming, and that the cannibals are just reacting to this hostile, arrogant, and evil threat. The climax where the cannibals take their revenge is some of the most graphic and well-made practical effects I've ever seen, especially for this time period, and is a great display of how practical effects are much more realistic and definitely much more frightening to see in the horror genre. I wonder who the real cannibals are as the last line of the film that sums up everything that we have just seen, not just in the narrative of this film, but also in its making. There's a certain irony to make a film that is about man's intrinsic nature to destroy the natural world around him by doing just that in the filming process, by killing live animals on screen. That being said, I was actually really surprised with the quality of this film. I expected the acting to be extremely poor for a film whose reputation is built purely on its shock value alone. It also tries to make a philosophical statement as to man's inherent nature, whether you agree with the way it makes it or not. I feel that was the filmmaker's intention. I would give this film a 6 out of 10 and probably won't watch it again. Because, you know, I don't like seeing animals die. Thank you for listening. This has been Stuff. I am the platypus. May Zeus bless and keep you.